Hello everybody, Maryam here. Today we are reviewing the latest and possibly the greatest Pat McGrath Mothership 6 palette. Midnight Sun is its name and it is glorious, just like a sun at midnight would appear. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a full, thorough, honest Team Truth style review, as always, to find out whether this $125 palette from the mother herself is actually worth your time and money. So of course I will be conducting swatches, a tutorial on a look that I don't have on my face yet because I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. Let's figure it out together, shall we? Remember to subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions, concerns, comments. Of course, hit that notification bell so you can see all of my videos and not just some. Okay, all right, let's hit it. Pat McGrath Mothership 6 Midnight Sun palette. Here we come. So now let's talk some facts about this new Mothership 6 palette. There are 10 shades with 7, I repeat, 7 different formulas. So we have an illuminating highlighter, a sublime silk matte, a creamy shimmer, a galactic glitter, a blitz chrome, a metamorphosis, and an astral light. All of these are different. All of these add different types of effects. So that's pretty cool. This palette is available at Sephora on August 13th. And now I think I'm ready for some swatches. Ooh, here comes my bell. All right, so we are starting with Skin Show Moon Glow, which is an illuminating highlighter. That is so creamy and so pigmented.
Wow, covered up my mole.
Covered up your whole entire mole. Where is that mole? Okay, Creamy Shimmer Bronze Eclipse. I mean, that right there is $125 worth. I don't know.
Yeah, I can feel the difference on my arm, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so here we have Vermilion Venom, which is a sublime silk matte. Next one is Blood Moon 005, which is a metamorphosis shade. It actually feels pretty different on my finger when I pick it up from the palette. You actually feel metallic particles in the shadow. Next, we have Jubilee, which is a blitz chrome. Feels like a metamorphosis shade as well, but glides on a little bit smoother. Next we have another matte. This one is Extreme Dusk. The mattes don't really swatch as great as the metals. Here comes another matte, Taboo. Oh, this one's surprisingly creamy. Here we have Wicked Envy, which is the only galactic glitter shade. Do you see any galactic glitter in this Wicked Envy?
Not particularly.
Not particularly. Next we have Blitz Violet Orchid, which is a blitz chrome. It feels very creamy, like an actual cream shadow, and it's beautiful. And last but not least, we have the Astral Light formula shade called Astral Solstice. Thank you for your time, swatch model. So now that we've swatched and talked through all the different formulas, I'm ready to apply all of this to my face. I will enjoy Miss Mother Pat. Thank you. I forgot my primer today, but that's okay because these shadows are supposed to be super duper duper pigmented, so I don't think I'll need a primer. Besides, I've already powdered my lids. I think I should be okay. I am going to start with a matte shade. I'm gonna keep it simple today. Picking up Taboo. This is a heavy palette, so I'm gonna need to use my own mirror. It's not one of those palettes that you can hold in your hand and do your makeup with the other hand. I'm gonna start packing that onto my outer lid with this no-name brush, just says crease on it. I'm gonna start defining my eye socket in this outer corner portion. My experience with Pat McGrath shadows is that you generally don't need a primer with these shadows. They are super pigmented and very well put together. They don't have fallout. They're a superior formula to some of your favorite drugstore brands. Sorry to say it like this, but it's the truth. All right, I think I've built up a nice crease situation here. Definitely a very creamy, very blendable shadow that has absolutely zero fallout, and it's pretty easy to apply too. I'm not gonna try to use every single eyeshadow in the palette like I have been in my previous couple of videos, just because I feel like the looks all end up looking the same. Just a big wild mess. And although that's a mood, today I'm actually going out to meet some friends in the city. You know, it's New York Fashion Week and I'm not really looking for that kind of vibe. I'm looking for a very wearable, chic, stand out of the crowd in a don't notice me kind of way. Friday type of vibe. You feel me? So this first shadow is clearly a winner. This one's a keeper. And yes, this one is definitely worth the $12.50 a pop, if you do your math. Pat McGrath does have some individual shadows. I'm not sure how much they cost. Probably not $12.50. Oh, pop price right here. All right, this is already a vibe. I'm kind of feeling it already. Just gonna use a clean brush. This one doesn't look so clean, but I'm hoping it is. And I'm gonna clean up the shadow right here under my brow, just to make it a little bit more subdued. Next, I'm gonna pick up that glorious Vermilion Venom, this one here. I'm gonna have to use the same brush because that's actually the smallest fluffy brush that I have in my possession right now at the current moment in my makeup bucket. Dusty. Does that mean fallout? Let's find out. Nope, there's no fallout here. This is clinging, you guys. It's clinging to the previous shadow, and it's actually behaving quite well. So now what's impressive about these first two shades, these two mattes that I tried, is that I am wearing absolutely zero primer. And the fact that you can get this type of pigmentation and this easy type of gradient is pretty phenomenal, and it is unusual. Typically, all matte shadows need some type of a gripping base, especially ones that are this pigmented. And the fact that these are not flaky at all is something noteworthy. Adding just a bit more of that Vermilion Venom right here to my lower lash line, just like that. And I am ready for the lid color, whatever it may be. I feel like there's been a lot of palettes with purple lately. Jackie's ABH palette has a lot of purples. The Barbie and Pure palette has a lot of purples. Manny's Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dream palette has a lot of purples and pinks. So I think I'm gonna skip the purple for this palette for today, and instead I think I'm gonna go for a greenish bronzy look. Yeah, let's do it. So this Galactic Glitter Wicked Envy eyeshadow is supposed to deliver otherworldly sparkle with great visual depth and dimensionality. Richly pigmented formula infused with light diffusing glitters, vitamin enriched emollients to help prevent moisture loss. Interesting. So how do we apply this shadow onto the lids? I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna start smoothing that over my lid. Wow, there is indeed very tiny glitters in this shadow, and it is in fact very, very pigmented. However, you don't really see the glitters until you literally blend out and stretch out the shadow. I know that's a really odd word for me to use when it comes to shadow, but in this instance, that's literally what you have to do. It almost feels like you're popping the pigments. That's pretty cool. Bit of fallout with this shadow, but these aren't the type of pigments that stain your foundation or cling to it. This is definitely very interesting and very workable. A unique formula that I hadn't really seen before, at least not in this type of pigmented capacity. It applies great with a brush, but now I want to test it out and see how it applies with a finger. I actually think I prefer brush application for this shadow just because the brush picks up more product and you're able to disperse it and place it exactly where you want it. And because my lids are really small, smaller than my fingertips, it's easier for me to use a brush in this instance. But let me know what you guys prefer. I really do like this color, and I know fall's right around the corner, and all of you guys who live in a much warmer climate than I do are probably so excited about fall. I'm not. I wish summer would never end. Let's go for this dark shadow here. This one is also matte and it's called Extreme Dusk. I'm just gonna apply a smidge of that to this outer corner right here. This is a brilliant shadow. I love it already. It's doing exactly what I needed it to do. It's darkening and deepening this green without dirtying up the shadow. And it's just so cohesive. I love a cohesive palette. But I think we all know Pat McGrath is the mother of cohesive palettes. Her palettes are indeed all very, very relevant, all very wearable and very necessary. We're still testing this one out, but so far you guys can tell everything's been performing really, really well. Do the same thing on the other side. Just deepen and darken this outer V groove portion. I like working on this eye so much better than working on the other eye. It just listens to me. Okay, I definitely want to try out this Metamorphosis shadow. This one called Blood Moon. Definitely looks like a blood moon, doesn't it? I'm gonna pick up a smidge. Whoa. Just with my finger here. I'm gonna add that to the center of the lid. Wow, that is looking beautifully reptilian. Do you see that? Just gonna add that right here to the center. I can't believe how well it adheres to the green shadow. Someone really thought about the formulas of these shadows. That's the one thing that I particularly enjoy from makeup brands that were originally formed by makeup artists who know what they're doing, is that they actually take their time and they think think about the outcome and they think about the artist or the consumer or the makeup lover who will actually be utilizing these products. So in this instance, I really feel like I was thought about by Mother Pat. Thank you, Pat. This is great. My biggest pet peeve, you guys, is when I see a shadow that I love and I want to apply it over a different shadow that I love and they just do not work well together. But in this instance, that is not the case at all. This here is a marriage. The Blood Moon did have some fallout because it is a metallic shade, but it's not really disrupting my makeup. I'm able to clean it up. All right, lower lash line time. I'm gonna pick up that green on just the tip of this brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe JH41 brush, just a basic eyeshadow packer brush. I'm just gonna pack a bit of that green olive pigment to my lower lash line, very close to the lashes, just for a shadow. I'm gonna pick up a tiny, dense little packer brush, and I'm gonna go for this shade here, which is called Jubilee, and this one is another Blitz Chrome, similar to the purple, although this one does not feel creamy at all. I'm gonna add this one to the inner portion of my lower lash line and also to my tear duct. Not really a major pop with this shadow, but there's definitely some reflective sparkle that would probably look great in dim light. So I get the idea. I see what they were trying to do with this one. Again, there's some metallic particles here that I gotta dust off. I'm also gonna take whatever's remaining on this brush and just run it through my brow arch. Also super curious about this illuminating highlighter shade, so I gotta give this one a shot. This one's a little peachier than the look that I'm going for here, but oh well. I'm gonna add that right here to the inner corner because I do want that pop. I'm also gonna add some on the tip of my nose and down my nose bridge. This one is a highlighter shade, so I don't see why I can't use that on the tip of my nose, and also perhaps right here, and also perhaps as an actual highlighter. Ooh, that's blinding. Sue me. Gonna add my Amber Moon Rock and Cold by Charlotte Tilbury. I do believe Charlotte Tilbury and Pat McGrath are competitors, but I will say that Natasha Denona, Freudian slip. Freudian slip. I meant Pat McGrath, but also Natasha Denona have slightly superior shadows to Charlotte T. Charlotte T has incredible face products, incredible lip products, incredible pencils, and honestly her eyeshadows are not bad at all. But there's just something about these Pat McGrath shadows and also Natasha Denona shadows that supersedes the quality of everything else. Team Truth, you guys, I keep it real and I keep it honest. I just realized I forgot my lashes in the other room, so let's apply some mascara. Faux Fantasy lipstick. Let's top that with Faux Real gloss. Man, this gloss is like award-winning. It deserves its own video. Okay, Pat. This Faux Real gloss is poppin'. I'm gonna go find myself some lashes and I'll be right back for the final look and for the verdict, you guys. Just got some lash glue all over me, but my lashes are on. These Pure X Barbie lashes, man, these are so fire. They always come through. They're so easy to apply and they kind of just perfect any look and make it better and make it here and make the whole thing come alive. But anyway, enough chatting. This here is my final look using the Mothership 6 Midnight Sun palette from the one and only Pat McGrath. Let us observe the final finish. I definitely do notice the difference between all the different 7 formulas that are featured in this palette. I think they are working really well together. The colors are cohesive. The formulas are particularly cohesive. They were meant to work well together. And you can clearly tell that this look, although it took me no time to put together, actually looks a lot more professional than some of my looks that take a lot more time to put together. And that is a true testament to the quality of this Pat McGrath palette. Yes, at only 10 shadows, this $125 palette is extremely pricey and outside of everybody's pocket, myself included. If you are a makeup artist or if you are a makeup lover / enthusiast who's willing to pay for quality, then $125 is a small price to pay for the kind of quality that this palette truly delivers. I would even go as far as saying that I like this Mothership palette more than the Mothership 5 palette, the previous palette from Pat McGrath. I just think these colors are perfect for the current season, going into the fall. They're very wearable wearable, very versatile. There's a pop of color in here, but the metallics and the matte shades are truly, truly sublime, and they are superior. I'm a fan. I'm gonna keep wearing it, and this palette gets a 9.5 out of 10 from me, you guys. This one is a keeper. I most certainly enjoyed it. I love what you did. Congratulations to the team. You guys killed it once again, and I'm here for it. Thank you guys for watching and for subscribing. More videos over here, more palette reviews, more foundation reviews, more Team Truth style videos. I love you guys. I will see you very soon.